Welcome. My name is Amy, and I will be your personal guide as together we explore strategies to improve your skills to make you a more effective leader. You've taken an important step in enhancing and expanding your ability to interact with others in a meaningful and impactful manner, and I want you to get everything you can out of this training. This training is designed so that you can take it at your own pace. Take your time, do the activities to ensure you will be able to put your new learning into practice. Learning alone will not make you successful. You must take action. It is only through the application of our knowledge that we can truly shine. And I know you can shine. We're in this journey together. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time with your questions or comments. I'm here for you. Now, before we get started, make sure you've printed off your training guide. This will help you capture all the key information you will need to put your learning into practice. I know, it may seem old school, but some of the latest research shows that writing out notes is the most effective way for adults to learn. So if you haven't printed out your guide yet, hit that pause button and go do that right now. All ready? Excellent. It's my pleasure to be your guide through this training. Let's begin. How to make respect the cornerstone of your team. You mentioned the word team building, and most people inwardly, and sometimes outwardly, groan. Many people associate the term with uncomfortable, touchy-feeling activities designed to try and force bonding between colleagues. No one wants to feel like they are being forced to become friends with their coworkers. But friendship is a huge misconception in the role of team building. Purpose of team building. Becoming friends, or even liking each other, should not be the purpose of team building. Leaders who strive for everyone to like one another will most likely fail. There are so many different human emotions, and they fall on such a wide spectrum of intensity that keeping everyone in perfect harmony is an impossible task. It's nice when people get along, but it's not necessary for a cohesive and effective team. The purpose of team building is to create an environment where people can come together and solve problems. And in today's fast-paced world, this typically needs to happen very quickly. Well, you don't have to like each other in order to solve a problem together. You do have to respect each other. Respect is a big word, and it encompasses a variety of interpersonal or people skills. In addition to respecting the people on the team, you should also have respect for the problem-solving and decision-making process. Defining respect. Respect is about showing appreciation. It is acknowledging that people and process have a role that contributes and adds value to what needs to be done. It is acknowledging that those contributions are valuable even if they are indifferent or in opposition to your own contributions. Respect is what allows us to step aside and listen to the ideas of others. It lets us have a discussion rather than forging ahead on our own. Respect is being able to put personality differences or favoritism aside and put the task or the process first. It is the ability to recognize that solving the problem at hand is the most important priority, and most problems are best solved through a team approach rather than an individual approach. In order to give respect to others, there must be an understanding of what each person can contribute and a certain level of trust that each person can be depended on to follow through with that contribution in a high-quality manner. These aspects of respect take time to develop, but there are some strategies that can help with this respect building process. Strategies for building respect in teams. There is a wealth of resources out there on team building activities. This training is not about teaching you a series of activities, but rather providing techniques that will assist you in making those activities more effective. These are process strategies designed to improve the respectful relationship of people on the team. The first strategy is clarity of purpose. Whenever you are involved in a team building activity, it is important that the skill sharing taking place is identified as the purpose. For example, if the activity involves putting a puzzle together, the purpose of the activity should not focus on completing the puzzle, which is the task, but rather the skills needed to complete the task. This might be sharing resources and information, or encouraging communication, or thinking creatively. A clear process makes the activity more meaningful, and the focus on skills helps everyone think about each other's strengths rather than just about task completion. Who's the person on the team who was quickest at identifying where to find the resources? Who's the person who kept the lines of communication open and active? Who's the person who is most creative in thinking of unique solutions? You get the idea. Making the team building activity not just about completing the task, but about what each person contributes to the task. Shifting the purpose of the activity to the roles and contributions of the people on the team helps everyone see and start to appreciate the skills they bring to the team. The more team members can clearly identify the various skills and attributes that they appreciate about each other, the more respect they will build. Team building activities can be the driver that slows things down and gets people to think about each other from a place of positivity and contribution. The next strategy is clarity of result, or the impact. At the beginning of the activity, you clarified the purpose and the skills that were the focus of the task. Once the task is complete, it is important to circle back to those skills and create a discussion about the skills and contributions used during the task. Have the team members think about who contributed what and who excelled at what. Encourage them to highlight each other's strengths and express appreciation for those strengths. It is one thing for the team leader to say that the skills are the focus. It is another thing to get everyone on the team on board with that focus. Engaging everyone in the discussion on what took place during the task can help with that focus. Along with having the team discuss what skills were used and by who during the task, ask them to apply the division of skills to some of the recent work of the team. Taking the discussion from the team building activity, usually designed to be fun and game-like, to the reality of their everyday work will help everyone translate their appreciation of each other into real-world scenarios. This type of review is also a great way to identify any skill gaps in the team. As you talk about ways that the task could have been done better or faster or differently, explore if the team has the skills to have done those things. If they do, why weren't any of those things done? If they don't, how can the team start developing those skills? Team building activities can be useful in establishing a professional development plan for the team as a whole. As you identify who your experts are in specific skills, you can also introduce additional skills to the team or cross-training of skills. You never know when a task is going to heavily rely on a single expertise or if a team member suddenly isn't available to participate in a particular task. Having people cross-train to assist or cover on additional skills can save the team from disaster. And the third strategy, model respect behaviors. Leading by example is always important. Respect starts with you. As a team leader, it is your responsibility to call attention to the accomplishments and milestones that the team achieves, and to recognize the specific people and skills that created those accomplishments. It is more than just saying, "Good job, folks." You need to explain why you appreciate the team. Be genuine and detailed in saying what you appreciate regarding the team as a whole and each of its members, and stating where there is still room for improvement. Generalized statements are viewed as superficial and lack meaning. Without real meaning, there's no real respect. Respect comes from the personalized, meaningful, and thoughtful encouragement and feedback. Discussion about skills and providing feedback and encouragement should not be reserved for team building activities. This is something that should become part of your regular team dynamics. While team building activities are a great way to begin having those discussions, making those skill-based appreciation discussions a habit is what will continually develop respect within the team. We respect people for the things they do. The more attention we can draw to what people do and contribute, the more respect will become the cornerstone of your team. Putting it all together. Building a culture of respect and appreciation is the most powerful ingredient in developing an amazing team. Team members who can demonstrate respect and appreciation for each other are the ones who will be most successful in the areas of collaboration, negotiation, innovation, and productivity. And these areas are the foundation for action and results. One of the most effective ways that team members and team leaders can show respect and appreciation for each other is through the ability to toggle between leadership and followership. It's common for there to be multiple people on a team with strong take-charge leadership styles. When those same leaders can recognize when someone else is better poised than them to take charge of a specific task, that shows true team leadership. Sometimes the greatest team leadership strategy is followership. It is not always easy to put our own egos aside and focus on what is best for the team and the task. When the team members are able to do that, when they can show respect for each other and appreciate each other's personal strengths and contributions, that's when you have an amazing team that can quickly and effectively solve challenges together. Your choice. So which strategy are you going to start with? And what are the specific actions you need to practice to improve that strategy? If you haven't done so already, write those actions down on your worksheet. Practice is what will develop this skill into a habit. Begin with these small steps and work on making them part of your communication and team building habits. Be intentional about practicing them every day. With time, they will become more natural for you. Small steps can lead to big rewards in many areas of your life. Increasing your level of respect is a big reward that all of your relationships can benefit from. Master one strategy before you move on to the next. Small steps will lead to big changes. Build respect within your team, one small step at a time. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to let me guide you through this training. I hope you found it useful, and I really hope that you stick to your plan and start taking small steps to building respect and making it the cornerstone of your team.